好，大家好，欢迎如约来到每月一度的我们这个线上会议中外马业交流会，掌握全球马业最新资讯，线上直播中英文双语的这么一个线上会议。今天我们的内容很丰富，所以我们简单的介绍一下今天的我们的两位主持人。那我是邹乙。我之前呢是法国马业在中国的首席代表，为法国马业在中国的推广呢做了一些工作。然后呢，我现在呢是 Wonder Horse 的主理人。Wonder Horse 呢主要为国内外的马术协会、品牌、俱乐部还有投资人提供商务解决方案，连接国内外的马术资源。那我们今天的另外一位主持人是李文，李文，请你来介绍一下自己。
大家好，我是李文。那我之前呢是在英国拿到了硕士学位，然后加入了在达利英国举行的这个迪拜国际纯血马 DITI 的培训，然后经过1年的纯血马的繁育和赛事的实习，我就回到中国，然后做赛事解说和媒体的传播，然后在像新浪马术啊、山西卫视、海南卫视都做过直播解说，现在也是像包括玉龙和武汉的这样的专职的赛事解说。之前也是在爱尔兰的纯血马部门 ITM，然后做中国的代表，然后现在也是一直是关注国内和国外的马业的链接。
好的，谢谢李文。那接下来我们简单的简单的来看一下我们这个中外马业交流会的一些注意事项哈。我们每一个月每一期的这个线上会议呢，都会邀请到3到5位来自国际马术品牌和协会的代表来介绍他们的业务，介绍他们的品牌，介绍他们的故事。整个会议时间呢，我们会尽量的控制在1个小时，这样不耽误大家的时间安排。是双语的会议，但是呢，有很多我们的这个演讲嘉宾呢是用英文来讲，来介绍，但是呢，他们的 PPT 都已经翻译成中文，所以相信大家在收听收看的时候应该没有太大的理解的障碍。然后呢，我们是没有重播的，所以呢，想请大家每个月的第1个星期一下午3到4点准时来参加。我们建议大家呢，通过手机或者电脑的腾讯会议 APP 免费的在线上参加这个会议。如果我们这个会议呢没有设有这个现场的问答环节，但是如果有任何的问题或者咨询呢，请在会后联系小助手，小助手就是屏幕右手边下方这个二维码，可以加入小助手以及加入我们的会议专用微信群。好的，那我们因为今天有5位来自欧洲不同国家的演讲嘉宾啊，所以说可以说是干货满满。欧洲的马术资源呢，今天可以有充分的在大家面前得到一些展示。那我们就有请第1位演讲嘉宾，他是来自于法国诺曼底大区诺曼底马业委员会的代表。大家也知道，我们这个会议呢，一共有3个马业的国家和国家行业机构，和我们进行了战略合作。那诺曼底马业委员会就是其中一个，所以呢，每一次会议上面呢，都有一个来自于他们诺曼底的企业品牌或者是协会进行介绍。那今天呢，就由协会来介绍一下他们是来做。他们的业务是什么？他们是做什么的？大家可以怎么样跟他对接这个马业的资源？丰富的诺曼底的来自法国的马业资源。Let's welcome Pascal Bouille. Pascal, please.
Hi, good morning, everyone. I am Pascal from the Normandy Horse Council. I work there as a project manager, and I am very pleased to meet you this morning and honored to present Normandy Horse Council. This first slide, to fully understand the role and the mission of Normandy Horse Council, we have to understand the weight of the equine sector in Normandy. Worldwide known, Normandy is, of course, the first area in France regarding breeding. It's #1 economic region for employment and turnover, and it's a #1 region for equine research with an international campus dedicated to it. Going on the key figures, it's 18,000 jobs, 6,700 businesses and organizations like trainers, breeders, riding schools, and so on. The turnover is reached 1.3 billion euros each year. With 120,000 horses set in over 140,000 hectares of land. So with this figure, you can tell how big and how important is the equine sector in Normandy, and we'll go a little more into details into it. The next slide, please. So moving forward into details, it's 120,000 horses, 4,800 studs that produce 12,000 foals every year. That is one specificity of the equine sector in Normandy. As an average, each stud has only 3 mares, which is quite low, but that shows the density of the breeders in Normandy. Regarding lands, those 150,000 hectares used in equine sector is used as a very extensive agriculture with very little input. It then participates to the maintenance of the permanent grassland and the landscape. Those lands every year produce very high quality horses. I just wrote the names of few of them. We produce very high quality horses for all disciplines. For racing, flat racing, jump or trotter for trotters, and jumping horses also, like Piaf de Benville, who participate to the Olympic Games. And the next slide. On the next slide, we'll see the working force. The working force is it's 18,000 jobs, as I said, but those jobs are in rural areas with a young population and gender parity. These are also the assets of the equine sector regarding the working force. Of course, Normandy developed all the facilities on its territory, with 42 race courses holding 260 races every year, 37 schools, many training centers, 2 national studs, and 2 scientific platforms. Those investments are huge and very important for the equine sector since it links all the actors between them. The specificity also of the equine yes, the next yes, thank you. The specificity of the equine sector also in Normandy is that it's dynamism. Since, as you can see on that slide, it's 100 businesses created each year. And this is part of my job as well, since I support and help people to create their own business in Normandy. And we have one cluster, one competitivity cluster called Hippolia, who is right next door of my office with a special link with all the industry sector of Normandy. When I was preparing this presentation, I wanted to show the density of the equine sector in Normandy, and I just put a few of them on that slide. It comes to administrative know-how with horse management, identification, and live follow-up. To economic cluster with Hippolia, as I talked about, to schools and universities, auctioneers, racing institution and race courses, medical research, and breed management. What you have to memorize is that you can find everything that you are looking for in Normandy. And Normandy Horse Council is linked to every one of these businesses and organizations, and we can introduce yourself in any of them, and we are linked to all of them. So on the, yes, the next slide. So the Normandy, now that you understand, now that you know the equine sector in Normandy, you fully understand the roles and the missions of Normandy Horse Council. It supports economic development. It represents Normandy equine sector. It acts as a go-between with professional and institution. It supports equine projects of collective and transversal interest, and it links all the stakeholders of the equine sector. Normandy Horse Council is a private non-profit organization that gathers all equestrian professional organizations, breeders, equestrian school, jockey association, trainers, all of them. Normandy Horse Council is financed by each one of these professional organizations and by Normandy province. So the specific roles and mission of Normandy Horse Council is to affirm Normandy as the land of the horse in the world. Yeah, the next slide, please. With three main domains: the knowledge and production, the knowledge production and diffusion, technical and economic intelligence. We organize symposium, and we participate to knowledge diffusion. Regarding attractivity, promotion, and tourism, we promote the equine sector. We plan event, we plan and organize event. We participate to touristic development and international promotion, as I do today. We participate to the regional economic development by supporting project leaders. We're committed to the HRS label, which is the first label for environment and horse welfare, and we support the digital transition. So we represent all the equine sector in Normandy, and we'll be very pleased to introduce you in any of the institution or business that I presented. And I can be your main contact and I will be very pleased to establish partnership with China. Well, thank you very much, and I'll be at your disposal if you need any information about equine sector in Normandy and to initiate any partnership. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Pascal. Merci.
Thank you.
大家也能听到哈，Pascal 的英语其实是很不错的，对于一位法国人来说。所以呢，如果他也向大家伸出了这个热情的这个邀请啊，如果大家对诺曼底的马业，无论是赛马还是马术，还是马匹的装备各个方面，有任何的兴趣，想要开展任何的业务，取得任何的联系，都可以跟他进行联系。因为呢，他和他所在的这个诺曼底马业委员会呢，就像一个信息的中转站他们认识诺曼底马业的所有人、所有机构、所有品牌，可以很好的为你指明这个要联系的重点的联系人是谁，为您对接这个联系人。这样的话呢，就可以省去你很多的精力和时间，也可以让你最好的找到最好最对的人，也可能会提供更多的更中立的意见和选择。所以如果大家在疫情结束之后呢，或者是现在就想要跟这个诺曼底取得联系的话呢，可以联系他们这个委员会，以及 Pascal 他的联系方式都在下面。然后大家如果会后有任何问题呢，也可以通过联系我们的小助手取得更多的资讯。好的，那我们每一位嘉宾讲完之后呢，我们都有一个问答环节啊。今天我们针对 Pascal 的这个讲解呢，我提出一个问题，我想请问大家可以在这个聊天室里面打出你们认为的正确答案呢。就刚刚他重复的几次讲到这个诺曼底马业，它整个产值是多少？每年是多少亿欧元的产值？是一个以亿为单位，以欧元为单位的这么一个数字啊，其实说是非常的，可以说是一个非常重要的一个产业。看有没有人听到或者是了解？对的，13亿欧元的这么一个产值诺曼底马业。那恭喜田园答对了。那之后呢，我们请联系小助手领取你的这份奖品。好的，那我们事不宜迟，接着下来第二位演讲嘉宾李文交给你。
我们第二位演讲嘉宾是来自波兰的一个实验室 Pascal 的 CEO 兼联合创始人 Marcin。那么，如果你有参加我们之前的，比如说7月份的这样的一个线上的我们的中外马术交流的这样的一个讲座，跟我们一样的一样的，那么你可能会记着当时的 Marcin 已经讲过了。不过当时的话，大家介绍 EHA 的时候是介绍了整个动物的毛发或者说其他方面的介绍。那么这一次呢，是上一次的介绍的一个升级版本，因为我们是这个中外马业的这样的一个讲座，所以说本次的讲座呢，将会主要来介绍关于马的各个方面的介绍，不管是马匹的这个宏量元素微量元素，包括皮肤、肌肉、关节、消化，还有免疫的系统等等，有一个详细的介绍。Now the floor is yours, Marcin. Please go ahead.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, all China Horse business followers. It's great to be here the fourth time. And yes, we can go to the next slide. As you may know, I'm founder and CEO in Pets Diag laboratory. We have innovative worldwide solution. It is elemental hair analysis for animals. Based on scientific research, as the only laboratory in the world right now, we have developed this kind of test that helps to maintain the proper functioning of the organism of horses and also dogs and cats right now. So our test, the EHAA test, is the best way to choose the best diet and treatment for our horses and also dogs and cats. Now we are operating in several markets in Europe, in the USA, in Australia, in UE, and also in Asia, mainly in India with tests for dogs. And I hope we finally develop our business also in China. We can go to the next slide. On the previous webinars, I tried to explain you what is the role of particular elements, how it can impact into the health of our horses. And on today's meeting, I want to show you the parts of our report, because I guess it could be really important. In our report, you will find information about how the elements impact on 11 areas of health of our horses. We can find inside information about how the level of elements impact into immune system, stress level, digestive system, metabolic rate, hormonal balance, hair, skin, bones and joints, muscles, growth, and breeding activity. In each part, you can see the percentage. For example, immune system, there is 75%. It means that the elements are in good levels, but we can also improve something. But for example, if we check the metabolic rate, we will see that there is only 38%. That means that there is a lot to do to increase this part of health for our horses, working with the level of elements. Okay, we can go to the next slide. And yes, let's check the particular elements of our report. For example, muscles. In our report, you will find which elements are in imbalances and what we can improve to improve this area, for example, muscles. So we see that there is a deficiency of selenium, magnesium, phosphorus, and also potassium, and too high level of calcium. Each element we describe, so you can learn how it impacts on the muscles, for example. We can go to the next slide. Here is our bones and joints. So also we see that the elements showing that there's 78%, so it's quite good result. And only 2 elements are in deficiency. It's magnesium and phosphorus. So for example, deficit of magnesium causes disturbances in the ossification process and movement disorders. So we also explain how this level, low level of magnesium impact in for this particular area. We can go to the next slide. Yes, the next area is skin. So in this case, our results showed that there are some disturbances in the organism which can accuse, and it is deficiency of sulfur and deficiency of phosphorus. We can go to the next slide.
Marcin，
Hey, Marcin,
刚刚没听到 Marcin 讲话了是吧？断掉
could you
了。
repeat the last part?
Marcin, are you with us？ 好，那等他李文帮助他重新连接的过程中，大家其实能够了解到他这个技术，他这个来自波兰的实验室呢，他就利用马匹的鬓毛来进行一个像我们验血一样的一个分析报告。通过检验这个马匹的鬓毛呢，可以检验出很多不同的关于马匹的健康状况的一个指数。那他们也会给你一个 正常的指数，像我们验血的报告一样的，你现在你的指数是什么？你的马的指数是什么？正常的指数是什么？那说明你现在的马的在某一项指标上面它有一些出现了问题，消化系统，还有整个报告呢，它会形成一个非常详细的报告，并配上他们的这个相关的专家的一些解释。相关专家的一些建议，比如说，如果你消化系统有问题啊，他会建议你做一些怎么样的治疗，补充一些什么样的物质，什么样的在饲养过程中有一些什么样的注意的事项，他都会给你做出一个匹配的这样一个建议。所以呢，这个报告呢可以说是很简单，实施起来呢也是非常的可行，只要马主在这个马房里面，根据他们的一个指导指示，这个剪取一小撮这个马的鬓毛，就可以寄给他们，那就可以在几周之内呢得到这个详细的健康分析的报告。根据这个报告，还配上了他们专家的一个在饲养上、在喂养上的一个建议，以及在改善这个马匹健康的目标上面给出一些他们的专家建议。特别是他们可以检测到这些微量元素毒素在马匹身体里存在这个也是非常好的一个指标，跟可以指导我们的马房的工作人员、马工、马主在对这匹马进行日后的日常的这个喂养过程中饲养过程中在注意添加一些微量元素以及一些补充剂。所以呢如果大家感兴趣他已经在我们这个平台上面呢多次的从各个角度介绍了他们这个服务和产品。那如果大家感兴趣的话呢，可以联系我们我们会把你们介绍给这位来自波兰的非常专业的马匹的这个健康监测的这个实验室。大家，而且它是100%是电子化的一个产品，就是这个报告会是一个电子的报告发给你然后呢非常的高效，然后呢这个物流呢已经验证过是非常的流畅的，所以说他们认为他们也非常看好中国的市场以及中国马主对这个马匹健康的日益增加的这个关注，所以非常希望得到大家的支持。好的，那如果他掉线的话呢，我们就要进行到下一位演讲嘉宾了，李文。你看他是
Marcin, as we chat, would you like to take the floor and say a few more?
Only one word. Zoe, thank you very much for explain and how the report looks like. It was really important. The last word I want to say is each report has additional very individual interpretation, and this is only the beginning of this individual interpretation. So as a horse owner, you will get very clearly advises what you have to do to get the level of elements in the good values. So this is the last word I want to say. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Marcin.
Great, thank you. And 接下来的话，我们是今天的我们第二部分的这样的一个 Q&A 的环节。那么我们刚刚也听到了，不管是从 Marcin 还是从 Zoe 的口中，我们知道这个来自波兰的 Pascal 实验室是非常专业的，里边的术语也很多，有很多的这个化学元素介绍，所以说我们就不难为大家了。我们问一个稍微简单一点的问题，就是他多次强调的这样一个动物检测实验，这个动物毛发元素分析，它的英文的缩写是什么？是4个英文字母。那么最快答出来的就可以获得我们这个送出的一份精美的小礼品。我们可以看到了，最快的是 SH 已经答出了，您是第一个正确答出我们的问题的这样的一个听众。我们接下来请你联系我们的小助手。
看来我们参加我们会议的专家，特别是兽医，也 很多哈，因为这个的确是也很专业。好，李文。
没问题。好，接下来是我们今天5位讲者中的第3位讲者，他们是来自一家家族企业，是第3代传人。这是一个英国的专门做马术护具，不管是赛马还是这个场地障碍的这样的一个护具的常务董事 James Hall。然后这家公司呢叫做 Racesafe。Hi James, now the floor is yours. James. Hi, James, you need to unmute yourself, and now the floor is yours.
Thank you. Apologies for that. Good morning from the UK. I'm James Howe from Racesafe. Thank you for your time for us to present our business to you. We are a premium British brand, and we specialize in equestrian body protectors and apparel. Our market-leading products are synonymous with protection, comfort, and style. We are actually a 3rd-generation family-owned business and have been manufacturing in the UK for more than 40 years. All design, development, and manufacturing is conducted in-house from our base here in Northamptonshire, which is in the heart of the UK. Over those 40 years, we've been at the forefront of development and work to make the equestrian sport safer. All our body protection that we offers the latest levels of beta and European standards of protection. As part of the beta scheme, we retest on a regular and annual basis at approved test houses in the UK. Combined with our highly skilled teams and state-of-the-art facility, we're confident in delivering the highest quality products on the market. At this point now, we work with a network of over 700 stockists worldwide, which allows us to be the protection of choice for a large variety of riders in over 60 countries. We're proud to offer a range of protection for all riders, whether that's from small children starting to learn to ride, right up to Olympic athletes around the world. Our body protection for leisure riders allows riders to train in comfort and with confidence, and with an extensive size range that allows us to be confident in offering the perfect fit and comfort for every rider, regardless of age and shape. For the competition side, from amateur jumping to professional eventers, riders around the world choose Racesafe for their competition protection. We believe protection should not be restrictive, heavy, or uncomfortable, but you should be allowed to have the maximum level of protection available. We believe strongly that riders should no longer have to sacrifice performance or enjoyment to feel protected. We work with leading riders across each discipline to design protection for their demanding needs, and then develop this to make this level of performance available to every rider, say from professionals to amateurs, for a wide cross section of riders. Within horse racing, Racesafe has become the global standard for jockey protection and is a staple piece of equipment seen at every race course around the world and worn in every major race. Working across all these disciplines and all these riders, it's allowed us to build a reputation for offering protection with unbeatable levels of comfort, style, and performance. So just a quick summary of some of our main models within our range. On the left features our ProVent 3.0. This is our best-selling model. It combines the highest level 3 of protection with unbeatable weight, breathability, and ultimately comfort levels. It features our unique multi-sectional design for flexibility and is handmade in our UK factory. Over 100 segments move independently to allow the rider a full range of movement, and also channels air throughout the protection for maximum performance. The size, we offer a full size range for adult and children, and this ensures that the Pro Event 3 has a wide appeal across children and adult riders. In the middle, our popular RS 2010 model also offers the highest level of protection available, and features a similar multi-sectional design for comfort. But it features a smart satin outer, which is popular for its stylish and premium look on riders. And lastly, on the right, our Pro Race series is specifically designed for racing. We offer it in three levels of weight and protection for specific purposes. And this is used around the world by jockeys and racing yard staff. We combine the latest level of protection with unbeatable weight levels specifically designed for racing. Next slide, please. So yes, so at this stage, we are now looking to extend the reach of our Racesafe product range into China. We're interested in connecting with distributors, agents, retailers to partner with to achieve this. As a British brand, our premium products are viewed as unbeatable on performance, quality, comfort, and style, and are commercially proven worldwide. We are the protection of choice for a large cross-section of riders, as we've covered, from young children up to Olympic teams, professionals, and we're confident that Chinese customers will agree with this. So yes, we'd be delighted to hear from you if you'd be interested in working with us. You can contact me directly and via the details supplied. So we'd love to explore any opportunities with you. Thank you.
Great, thanks, James. 刚刚 James 在介绍 Racesafe 的时候呢，他介绍了他们有一个主营的业务呢，就是护甲。护甲里边他们说是适合3种这样的一个运动类型。那我们的问题就是，这3种运动类型中，除了休闲骑乘，除了马术比赛以外，另外一个他们的产品所适合的这个运动类型，4个字是哪一个运动呢？我们看一下谁是第一个能够答出正确答案的。第一个林一天竞速赛马非常接近，那么因为我们说这是一个比较入门的，我们看一下有没有更接近它本来的4个字，你已经对了3个字了。田园速度赛马，我们今天田园是第2次，然后第一个答出了正确答案。那么我们希望田园在我们的结束之后联系我们的小助手，然后领取一份我们这边的精美的奖品。那么我们也再次感谢James 以及 Racesafe 来带给我们的介绍，感谢。
那我在介绍今天的第4位演讲嘉宾的之前呢，我还特别强调一个，就是 Racesafe 刚刚他也讲呢，他是那个英国这个马术贸易协会BETA 的会员，而且呢他们的产品呢是经过 BETA 认证的，所以是有这个英国的安全等级认证这个品质在保护，特别是我们的年轻骑手、小骑手上面，相信呢是有一定的这个品质的背书的。所以呢，如果各位俱乐部的老板或者是马具店的负责人，如果你们对他们的产品感兴趣的话， 也不妨跟他们联系，了解一下他们的产品以及他们的报价。因为呢我们现在看到市面上虽然有很多不同品牌的护甲，但是有这样的品质保证生产在UK 生产在英国的这样一个护甲，特别是涉及到安全保护方面的产品呢，可以说也是非常稀缺的。那如果大家感兴趣的话，可以通过小助手联系到他们。那接下来第4位演讲嘉宾呢，大家不用那么辛苦了，他会讲中文。那孙悦来跟我们介绍一下他的公司，叫做张骞出使骞路国际，非常好的一个名字。他呢主要是常驻在荷兰。那我们来了解一下他们公司的一些业务。好 ，Sunny 交给你。
Hello， 各位新老朋友，大家好，我叫孙悦，在荷兰经营一家小公司，专门从事马匹相关的业务。在疫情前呢，我们曾经参加过2次北京的马展，还有成都的马术嘉年华活动。后来呢，因为疫情的原因，我们也再也没有这3年了，都已经没有回国参加过线下的一些活动，所以非常感谢 Wonder Horse 有这个机会可以在线上与大家进行交流。这个是我们公司的最后一次演讲，就第4次演讲，在今年。所以第1次呢是我们荷兰的 Aris 学校负责人介绍马术的培训项目，然后第2次是我们同事介绍公司的马匹贸易的业务，然后第3次呢应该要介绍人才的交流，但是那个同事就辞职了，所以还是我们同一个同事介绍的项目，所以这一次轮到我了。希望我能做好一个总结的发言。我们的公司呢叫骞路国际，其实寓意呢是出使西域的张骞，然后作为开拓西方市场，然后并且加强双边的交流，所以这是我们公司的初衷。我们公司的宗旨呢是希望we translate trust， 就是我们希望能翻译的不光是语言，更是能翻译这份信任感给双方做生意的人。这个是我们公司的宗旨。在过去的6年，我们公司一共从事了3大块不同的业务。然后第一部分呢就是贸易相关的业务，比如说马匹贸易，我们是一条龙服务，我就是那条龙。然后从马匹的挑选到运输都给予建议和服务，然后包括一些商业的调研活动，比如说我们之前有客户有一些异想天开的想法呀，比如说要进口马草啊，进口拖挂马车呀，进口所有的一切。然后呢，我们就沟通交流过以后，帮他们做过市场调研，发现哪些是可行，哪些是不可行的。所以这一部分我也是很愿意跟大家进行交流，大家一起共同发现哪些生意是可以做的。然后第3部分呢是我们公司也负责很多商务的洽谈活动，比如说在荷兰现在越来越多的人需要把马存在荷兰进行训练，或者是需要租一些马房或者买马场，或者一些移民活动啊，我们都会帮忙提供这些服务。第2部分呢就是我们提供商旅服务，就是定制旅游。因为所有的很多人马匹采购的时候也会牵扯到这边来进行亲自的马匹挑选啊什么的，所以我们跟客户也一起可以去设计这个行程，不管是去周边的哪些国家，多少天，什么样的马匹，这些都是纯定制的。与此同时呢，但是我要强调的是，这个2023年我们才会再次开放这个商务旅行的业务，还是由于疫情的影响吧。然后第3部分呢，就是我们的那个人才方面，就是人才方面的业务。比如说我们负责 Aris 1年马术培训项目在国内的招商，招生也招商，就是可以跟学校合作。然后第2部分呢，就是中国和欧洲马术人才的一个交流。所以在疫情以前呢，我们曾经介绍过大概有20多位这个欧洲的骑手呀、实习生呀，去中国马场进行实习、进行交流。所以接下来我们这个业务还会继续开展。还有未来的人才培养这方面的计划呢，接下来的幻灯片我会细说。 OK，我们去第3章。对，希望我能在荷兰，这么长时间的一些摸爬滚打吧，能给大家提供一些这个行业这几年的新的一些资讯吧。以下都是个人观点啊，就是有可能比较浅薄，但是欢迎大家一起交流。第一部分呢，就是在贸易方面，就是2022年和23年，应该是过去的疫情的这3年呢。可能很多人没有机会来到欧洲进行商务的旅游，自己亲自看。但是，因为这5-6年以前，它经济非常不好的时候，它马匹繁育的相对来少，所以说现在它的一些适龄的马匹或者成熟的马匹呢，数量也会比较少，然后导致价格呢就会持续的走高。所以在疫情期间，这2021年和2022年呢，它很多本地的繁育场，它进行了很多的繁育，就是它繁育的数量反而增加了。所以在春天和秋天的时候，很多配种站都排长龙，就是去让马匹繁育配种。当然这是我了解到的信息啊。所以按理说的话，应该是5-6年以后，到时候马匹的数量那个阶段会比较高。因为呢，疫情的3年，很多马场都参与了这个线上的拍卖会的这个活动，所以线上拍卖会呢的销售也持续挺火热的，就是它什么样的马都上拍卖会，然后价格也会很不一样。所以这个市场上的马匹一直都在销售，就它销售的数量还是挺多的，所以呢就导致其实好的马呢就会变得很贵，因为就是供不应求嘛。但是一般的马呢，由于这个好的马的价格的拉扯，所以一般的马它的要价也会变得特别的高。比如说在2021年那个时候，一个1.2米级别的马匹啊，它可能要价或者是成交价最终是能在2万到3万欧左右，但是在今年的时候已经涨到了大概要3万欧、3万5才能买到一个靠谱合适的这样子120级别的马，所以大家也可以看到，就是增幅非常大。因为不光是中国是马业或者马术市场在发展，就是它全世界其他国家的马术其实也是在发展，所以说它对马的这个需求量是一直在增加的，这也是为什么这个价格会变高。但是因为现在能源的问题或者是通货膨胀的问题呢，导致经济特别不稳定，所以说有可能因为经济的原因，等到年底前或者怎么样，希望马匹的这个价格可能会回落呀，或者是会给大家有一个这个好的机会进行这个马匹的挑选，但是总的宗旨还是好马肯定是会越来越贵的，主要降价的可能还是以前本来价格就虚高的一些马。所以说这些是对马匹贸易的一个陈述吧和预测。然后等到2023年的时候，我个人观点是，疫情肯定对欧洲的这个影响会越来越小，甚至会没有。因为比赛的赛事呢已经逐渐恢复，它肯定会促进人员的流动，所以它马匹的价格呢有可能会在今年年底或者明年年初就是变低一些，然后再持续慢慢的增长。但是呢，我个人的观点是，如果这个马匹的价格高到一定的程度的时候，那很多年轻马有可能是越来越多的会在中国调教，就是因为进口年轻马就会相对觉得不是很划算嘛，所以大部分有可能就会慢慢的转向中国进行调教，那这时候会促进中国马术人才的一个实践方面能力的增长啊，然后这个是我个人的这个感觉吧。接下来，不好意思，还是那个，还是刚才那个，就是关于行业。
那个3
好的，
一下时间。
好的，这边行业的那个趋势呢，就是，荷兰现在缺少很多基础的员工，就是大部分荷兰年轻人也都是希望做骑手，对吧？但是不愿意做马工的工作，所以呢，缺乏很多的基础人员。然后线上交易呢，还会持续的进行 变得比较频繁，有可能越来越频繁。那大家都已经习惯了在网上购买，那也可能会保持这种方式。然后呢，荷兰的马场很多也会进行一个大的改革，就专业的马场才能存活下去。那普通一些私人的有可能会，就是不太会再经营下去。然后欧元的汇率呢也影响非常大，毕竟以前是8，现在是7，所以说等同于打了个巨大的折扣。然后商旅方面，我们现在公司已经开放了荷兰商务签证的申请，所以如果需要邀请函的，我们可以进行发函。然后我们公司2023年才会开放这个商务旅行的这个业务，但是在人才方面，就下一张幻灯片，就是 Aries 的1年的项目还会持续进行招生，但是呢，我们正在沟通，会开放一些短期的，比如说3个月内的一些快速就是培训课程，但唯一的要求就是雅思还是要达到4.5分的这个水平，就你可能不一定要有雅思的成绩，但是语言还是需要的，才能去听懂它的课程。然后当这部分业务开放的时候，会希望大家有可能会进行积极的参与，是在3个月以内的培训课程。对。然后接下来呢，希望我们这个中国人在荷兰工作的这个签证问题也跟这个课程一起结合，这样子当大家在课程毕业了以后呢，我们公司可以为大家介绍在欧洲的一些实习或者工作的机会，这样子让大家有一个更深度的这个了解吧。然后同样的呢，2023年我们也会开放欧洲的马术人才在中国就业，就长期就业的这么一个业务，希望大家有需求或者怎么样的时候可以一起合作。下一张。所以目前我们公司在荷兰肯定是有优势的嘛，因为是中国人，沟通方面还是会比较容易。我们2022年的总结和2023年的展望，如果有感兴趣的，我们可以接下来进行交流。非常高兴认识你，期待我们有机会在荷兰或者中国见面。谢谢。
谢谢 Sunny， 非常好的一个介绍。还有一个就是你的对荷兰或者是整个欧洲现在的情况的一个分析，非常的 insightful 啊，我们觉得非常的有用。那因为Sunny是用中文讲的嘛，我们就节省时间，我们就不问大家问题了哈。我们马上来进行到下一个这个演讲嘉宾 Marion， 那他呢也在北京还在中国生活了很长一段时间，现在呢他已经回到欧洲。他代表今天跟代表这个Renaissance 这个品牌马鞍品牌向大家做一个介绍。那我们来欢迎他 Marion, it's your turn.
Yes, thank you very much. I'm Marion Vörgers, and I have my company Consulting Asia, with which we are representing different brands from Europe in the equestrian industry in Asia. One of which is Renaissance. The previous one was about Prestige, and these two are actually intertwined and connected. So today I'll be giving you an introduction to Renaissance, because most of you in China do know Prestige already, but a lot of them actually do not really know Renaissance yet, or haven't really understood the philosophy behind it. So here we go. Renaissance stands for simplicity, close contact and perfect balance defines the Renaissance philosophy. It is a contemporary interpretation combining the invaluable experience of Prestige Italia with that of the most ancient setterly traditions. It's an elite product for the most demanding riders. As you can see in the pictures, we really do have the saddles for the most demanding riders. The top riders in the world are using Renaissance as we speak. Our attention has always been on the horse and rider. Every saddle is the result of this approach. It embodies the know-how that we have and the attitude and our vision, which is the aim to be the best in performance, exclusivity, high quality, saddlerly know-how, and aesthetic taste. So our saddles are balanced and close contact. A Renaissance saddle is essential and elegant, a product that embodies the French tradition known for the minimal and refined design. Only the best materials are selected to guarantee the highest qualitative standards and to satisfy the most demanding riders. The final product is a unique saddle with a great look and amazing touch. Renaissance is synonymous of exclusivity and high sport performance, the ideal choice for professional riders. So we have been innovating since the beginning of its history with Prestige, and we've developed a totally new tree in synthetic fiber. And this we've kept and renewed throughout the years to have continuous improvements on the tree development. What is very important for our saddle trees is that the quality is very much controlled. Every tree undergoes a quality monitoring process, a stress test to detect any faults within a given batch, and also to grant uniformity and to check each shape, etc. What is very unique is that Prestige Italia, and thereby also Renaissance, gives a lifetime warranty on the tree. And the stirrups bars, except for accidents, of course. Resistant, an advantage of our synthetic fiber tree is that it doesn't change over time, like wooden trees do, because it's not deformed by humidity. It's very lightweight because we do not require any metal reinforcements in different areas, which wooden trees do have. And it's very innovative. So it's composed by a pioneering mix of synthetic fibers, cutting-edge solution to design a product adapted to the morphology of the horse and the comfort of the rider. And we continue to innovate on this aspect as well. And it's customizable. So the tree that we have today can be widened or narrowed depending on how your horse develops over time. This has to be done though by an expert. So it's not something you can do yourself, but it's really done by a Prestige or Renaissance expert for you. So the flaps, most of you know flaps on the saddles, which is also shown on the picture, but this one can also be lengthened, shortened, and extended in the front for production to make sure that it perfectly fits the rider. The panels, so there are different panels, and this is something that we find important to emphasize, is that a lot of times in China we've been working with latex panels, which are panels that are made from polyurethane flocking, and it prevents compacting, does not require modifications over time, but also means that you can't change it. So this is something that the rider really chooses to ride with, which has pros and cons, of course. We also have flux panels, which is combining dragon fiber with honeycomb elastic membranes and a layer of soft rubber. These are hand-filled by our craftsmen in Italy. They're very versatile and can be newly flocked over time as well, only done by a professional and trained Renaissance saddler. The materials that we use for Renaissance are recognized for their elegance and refinement, and they undergo a strict selection process. So there are two types of leather that we're using, which is calfskin and printed leather. These are for jumping, and for the dressage and cross country, we only use the calfskin leather, which of course everyone knows the look from Renaissance probably when you see it. It's a premium nature leather, and it has a unique and distinctive look. So we are in Italy, and in Italy we are very close to the tanneries. So we actually get the leathers directly there from our best suppliers, and they're already checked at the supplier's premises, but also undergo a heavy inspection at ours. Each piece is checked before we use it to make sure there are no defects. And only when they've passed all the quality checks, that's when the cutting starts of the leather. Each Renaissance saddle is the result of amazing craftsmanship, one back, yeah, of craftsmanship and compassion combined with a lot of knowledge. So the last steps that are done on the saddle are made by expert craftsmen at Prestige. It's the creation of the seat, which is hand pulled in accordance to the tradition. Panels assembling are done via sewing. And a special needle, and finally each saddle is oiled, giving it the special softness and unmistakable look. So here's an overview of the saddles that we carry in the Renaissance line. As already said, it is for the top riders, as it has a less deep seat. So a lot of novice riders like to use a deep seat and a lot of support. This is more a medium and flat seat version that we have with Renaissance. So we have different models, and we are very glad to help you choose the best one that works for you. But also our Renaissance dealer will be able to help you with that as well. So I'm trying to keep it short. This is the last page already. We are really there for the most demanding riders, and we do not stop after we've sold saddles. For us, it's very important that our dealers are also trained. So sadly, due to COVID, we've not been able to travel for the past years to China. But we are, as soon as it's possible that they come to Europe, they will get training here in Europe, in Italy, and also back in China when we are able to travel as well. But they're being trained online as we speak as well, of course. So we make sure in that way that the saddles are fitted properly, but also that our after service is outstanding to the one that we would have in Europe. So we'd like to have it the same in China. So if you're interested in a quality saddle, or if you'd like to contact a dealer, find a prestige dealer. Most of them also have contact to the Renaissance line of us, or otherwise contact Wonder Horse and we will help you find your best saddle. Thank you so much. If there are more questions, please let me know. In the coming Wonder Horse editions, we will also be going a little bit more in depth about the technicalities and the importance of fitting saddles on horseback.
Thank you, thank you, Marion，谢谢，非常感谢Marion给我们的分享啊，他也会讲一点点中文的，所以如果大家以后可能跟他联系的话，在语音上面他也可以，他的中文也非常好。他刚跟我们介绍了这个意大利的马鞍品牌，那我想要请问大家一个问题，就是他这个马鞍。他在说他们进行很多的创新啊，其中一项创新呢，就是对鞍束的一个创新。请问他们的鞍束是由什么材质做成的？那不是木头，那是什么呢？大家可以在这个聊天室里面打出你的答案。它的鞍束其实我们叫鞍骨，就是这个鞍座下面这个坚硬的部分啊，没错。聪聪答对了，合成纤维，它是合成纤维做成的，所以是比较硬的一个材质。他也说了，他们认为呢，这样的话，这个鞍骨呢就不会变形，那这是他们的一个逻辑和自然的一个想法。好的，聪聪，请会后联系我们的小助手领奖。那今天呢，会议时间比较长一点点，因为呢我们有5位嘉宾啊。下一次的会议时间呢是11月7号星期一，也是下一个月的第1个星期一，请大家下午3到4点准时参加。非常感谢大家，谢谢。今天的会议就到这里。